we are in the presence of a celebrity right now. This is
We are.
She did the Super Bowl commercial with Bill Murray and Jeep.
That's it right there.
This is it. This is the one that started it all.
You planned that.
No, I didn't, but yeah, that's cool.
Could we be in line for something funny to come out of the mouth?
Just might happen. What a little cute.
She's the best.
Everyone deserves to feel their best. Everyone deserves to move their best and not have pain.
I'm a little upset that Ben got like 2 inches taller because he's already tall, dark, and handsome enough.
Culture is something we think about like all the time at Strookies. You know, we're all coming from different cultures.
Our comments have exploded
through the roof.
So there you go. All right, welcome back. Episode, I think 118.
A lot of
Lancaster Connects. It is. We are seasoned mattress store community podcasters. That's what this is.
Yes.
So Lancaster Connects is all about Gardener's Mattress and more. We host this show. We created it to connect with our community, show you that we do believe in giving back. We believe that businesses that have that in their culture is good. And thus we have Lancaster Connects. You can watch it YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, live every Monday at 2:00. We stream it out. And then the information, the content lives forever on those channels. So you can come back anytime and watch it or pick it up just on audio on your favorite player.
I mean, who knew? I mean, we're coming up on 3 years that we put this show together.
That's right.
You know, here we are, 117 plus episodes later.
And, it's been fun. We've learned things. We've added things. One of the things we've added is sponsorship. And our sponsor this month, which is timely because it's holiday season here right upon us, is Vanscoy, Maurer Bash Diamond Jewelers. I mean, they are excellent folks that specialize in engagement rings, diamonds, Rolex watches for him and for her, David Yurman, and more of the most desirable designers. So they've got a great offer for our listeners, for our watchers and viewers. Come in to their store. They're at 830 Plaza Boulevard, adjacent to us, right up front, as Plaza Boulevard curves around the back of Park City Mall. Mention Lancaster Connects, and you're going to get a $100 gift card right away, good for any purchase $400 or more. So a tremendous savings right away just for saying you watch the show.
Yeah, and if you're coming to take advantage of that offer, you should come say hello.
Yeah, please. That's right.
Just we're right here.
You don't get to do that with every sponsor.
That's right.
This one you do.
That's right.
And they've got a great contest this month. They've given a $200 pair of diamond earrings. And you go to lancasterconnects.com/contest to enter that. And you will see the ways to enter and beef up your entries right there on the site, lancasterconnects.com/contest. Enter to wear that pair of diamond earrings.
Yeah, there's only a couple of entries at the moment. So, I mean, your chances are excellent at the moment, but we're about to blow the roof off of this thing.
That's fixing to change.
This is gonna change.
Yeah, that's a little reminder. I dropped the ball. I need to boost that post on social media.
That's funny.
Hey,
we'll
get that done.
The beautiful thing about this contest and this sponsor, they are the sponsor for the entire month of November. And
Correct.
It's what? November 6th. We're 6 days in.
We're still early.
We've got 20 plus more days to go.
That's right.
Including Thanksgiving coming up in a couple weeks. That's crazy.
Yep. And speaking of contests, so we had our first monthly sponsor contest back in October, and that one was our $500 gas and grocery gift card. Actually, I'm sorry, it wasn't a sponsored contest. It was our
contest. Yeah, we had multiple contests.
Too many things going on up here sometimes. Anyway, so this was our Gardener's Mattress and More contest. $500 gas or grocery gift card. So your choice. Maybe you need a gift card for more fuel. Maybe you need a gift card for more groceries. Maybe you want to 50-50 it, like at a place like Wise where they have gas and Giant, possibly. Or, just get all your groceries at locally owned Stauffers at Kissel Hill. Up to you. Either way, we drew that winner. So before we play the video, the way we did this, because we knew people would come in with a dozen items or a couple dozen items. And rather than filling out on these, these little blue tickets, rather than filling out your name and number on every one, what we did was we wrote down on the slip your name and information and the spread, the number, start number, end number of the tickets that were entered. and it just created less paperwork. And so here is the video of us drawing the winner, and we're going to announce the winner here right after this video ends. Hey, Jeff here, Gardeners, Mattress and More, and Lancaster Connects. You know, all October long, we had 2 events going on. Our anniversary event, we're 33 years in Lancaster County, so thank you for being a great community to support our business and being our customer. And 2, we had our gas and grocery gift card giveaway. This is where you brought in our great customers and listeners of the show. You brought in a food item, you got a raffle ticket, and we're gonna do that drawing here right now. So I'm gonna mix this up, make it real fair. Oh, somebody popped out. That person was dying to win. All right, so that ticket is number 552110. 552110 is the winner. We'll put that together and we're going to announce that right here on the show, who that winner was. 552110.
Nicely done video.
We should have coordinated this a little more with like a drum roll.
Uh-huh.
I wonder
could have done that.
I wonder how on the toes Chris is for that noise. He's been good with some other sound effects. But anyway, 552110 was the winner. Right there is the ticket number, 552110, and I just blew it. Chris had the thing, I blew it. I showed the name. Kay Smith was our winner. Congratulations, Kay. Thank you for the drum roll, producer Chris. Fantastic production quality with Chris and his team at Cast Ahead. Kay Smith is our winner. So thank you so much, Kay, for your generous donations. Kay brought in a whole bunch of stuff. And so we'll have another one of these contests here soon. We'll announce it soonish and get that out to you. But congratulations, Kay Smith. So I'll reach out and let you know, and then you can pick where you want your gas and grocery gift card to.
And where did we donate the?
Yes. Food went to the Hempfield Food Pantry. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a scale here, but there was a big old pile that we stacked up next to the front door, and it was starting to creep out.
Yes, Dave said he would weigh it all and report back.
Okay,
but judging from the few trips I made, and everybody kind of had even trips, my guess is a few 100 pounds of food we donated. So, so great job. Thank you for supporting that, and congratulations to Kay. We'll let Kay know that she won. I think that's all the front end housekeeping.
Yeah.
For this one, we'll bring our guest on, Gabriel Luber.
There's
from
Gabriel.
Lancaster Gift Box.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm really delighted to be here with you.
Gabriel, you have the most professional looking background, I think, of any guest. Like
big shout out to the Candy Factory. It's an amazing co-working space in Lancaster City. It's actually on the same block that our retail shop is. Excuse me. They have co-working. There's a social club. They've got a whole video audio studio. It's an amazing, cool place. So you got to get Ann Kirby, the founder of the Candy Factory, on an episode.
We know Ann.
We know that. Yep.
Yeah.
A long time ago, we had a joint venture there where we had massage chairs at the former location of the Candy Factory. So
really, I love that. That makes sense. That's cool.
Yep. So there's a very nice club there up at the top, social quarters, meeting space. Yeah, really great place for you to go and have great meetings and great events. And you're in a great podcast studio place. So before we jump in, obviously gifting is your business. And with the holidays approaching, business is about to be good. But what's the best gift that you've ever received?
Oh, it's a great question. You know, I don't know about the best gift ever, but let's say recently. How about that?
Good. Sure.
So last year, so we have these, I don't know, you probably won't be able to find it, amazing producer, but we have these amazing Lancaster tote bags and coffee mugs that we sell, and they're made by our friend Brody B. She's got an amazing design studio, and we had a great season. We're collaborating together, and at the end of the season, she, as a gift, she had made us these beautiful branded Lancaster Gift Box matchbooks. Oh, cool. They're gorgeous, gold and black, and that was her gift to us these branded matchbooks adorned with our logo. And I do this kind of stuff for other people a lot, but it rarely happens. And it was super meaningful, and this is something very cool that I always try to, this is a great gifting strict tip. If you're giving a gift to a big client or someone you want to do something real special for, if you're going to give them, let's say, a branded Yeti, because people love giving branded Yetis, don't put your business name on it. Put their business name on it. Put the client's business name on the Yeti. And then every time they use that Yeti, they'll see their own logo, but they'll think of how thoughtful that was. So it's like a double win,
Yeah, like that. Well, kudos to Brody B for getting the shout out on the show and doing those wonderful matchbooks. That's great.
Gabriel, you've got so we're going to dive into Lancaster Gift Box and everything that you do there, and we'll show some of the cool stuff that you have as gifts there. But you have a really unique story of how Lancaster Gift Box came to be. Your business partner, who I'll let you explain who that is. Can you give us a little bit of a background of how Lancaster Gift Box came together?
Yeah. So my wife, Diana grew up here in Lancaster. She grew up in Lidditz. I grew up in New York City. I grew up in Queens. Diana went to Linden Hall, the girls' school in Lidditz, and then she went to college in Manhattan, and she studied photography at the School of Visual Arts. So if you check out our website, that's not Diana because she's in that picture, but on our website, that's all Diana's photography. Anyway, cool. She's very talented. I'm a big fan. So I met Diana in 2019 in upstate New York, outside of Woodstock, at a weekend-long funky makers market. Diana's first entrepreneurial endeavor was making jam and preserves with farm-fresh Lancaster produce. So she was there selling her jam, and at the time, I was doing marketing for a very cool company based up in the Hudson Valley there, near Woodstock, and our tents were next to each other at this event. And like I said, Diana was there. Her mama, Janet, was there with her helping. I fell in love with her and her mom that weekend, right? So that's Memorial Day weekend 2019. So yeah, like I said, we fell in love. It happened quickly. Then the pandemic happened. Diana was living in Manhattan. I was living in upstate New York. We came to Lidditz to stay with her mom. We thought we were going to be here for a few weeks, and then we realized not so much. And we just, we decided to stay and make our life here. And I just have to say, I feel really blessed to have landed here. Of all the places one could land, this is a blessed place to land for a lot of reasons. So yeah, we decided to stay. And then we launched this business in June of 2020. But when we launched the business, it wasn't a gift box company. It evolved into that. It was a fresh grocery delivery service with all local food. So our business name for the first 2 years was Lancaster Local Provisions. So like I said, we had an online grocery store with all local food, local nutrient-rich produce, local food products. People would shop. We delivered to their home. People could shop a la carte, or they could subscribe to one of Diana. So Diana is my wife and partner in this business. She would curate a weekly farm box as well, which people could subscribe to back then. And she would do it with simple seasonal recipes. So that's how the business started. And then once Fresh Grocery was up and running, Anna was surrounded by all of these amazing local handcrafted products, and she started to curate gift boxes. And yeah, the rest is history. People, individuals, and businesses wanted our gift boxes in a big way, and a lot more than they wanted our Fresh Grocery service. So last year, we made the tough decision not to relaunch Fresh Grocery. We moved out of the warehouse we were working in, and we rebranded from Lancaster Local Provisions, changed our name to Lancaster Gift Box, and kind of relaunched when we opened our brick and mortar shop last November 4th. So we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary for the brick and mortar shop, which is in Lancaster City, in historic downtown Lancaster City, on the 300 block of North Queen Street, which is a great local shopping block. So that's very exciting. And yeah, I just need to grab a sip of water. Sorry, I'm got really thirsty.
It's all right. That's fine. Real quick, we'll take a little pause while you get a sip of water. I mean, congrats on your first year in business. Longevity in business is great. We've been celebrating 33 years. We just got off of that. Gardner's Mattress and More, 33 years in the county. Our sponsor of the month, 55 years. Vanscoy, Maurer Bash.
Wow.
55 years serving Lancaster
Congratulations.
County.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
another great family-owned business. And they've worked hard for that same time to ensure that they can cater to every need and make your shopping experience seamless and rewarding. So kudos to Vanscoy, Maurer Bash Jewelers on their 55 years serving
Yeah,
Lancaster
congratulations. That's amazing.
County. Yeah. And again, congratulations on your 1 year, but really it's been more. It's been a few years. But 1 year at the brick and mortar.
Yeah, in the form it is now. Yeah, we just celebrated 1 year as Lancaster Gift Box, and it's been a really meaningful year. So, what do you guys want to chat about now? Where would you like me to go with this? Because I can go in any which direction.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of things we could ask about. I think that story of how you met and how you got here, so cool, so cool. I mean, like such a chance thing to have happen 4 years ago in upstate New York. It's a God thing, it's a fate thing, whatever. It's such a cool thing. We could talk, I'm sure, about that. But let's hear a little bit more about what.
Sorry, real quick before we move away from it. There's one last thing I wanted to say. So
yeah, go ahead.
The reason we launched the business when we got here, the fresh grocery business, was we did research and we found that if you go to the supermarkets in Lancaster, there's basically no local produce available or very few local products. And so as it turns out, busy working people in Lancaster County, busy working families, they don't have easy access to the nutrient-rich produce and food that's being grown and produced here. So that was the pain point we were looking to solve. We were looking to make it easy for local people to get access to this nutrient-rich food, and also make it easy for them to support the local farmers and food producers that are creating this incredible, beautiful products here. So that was the pain point that we were looking to solve with our fresh grocery. And although the model has changed to gift boxes from our side, the vision and mission is the same from our side, and that is to make it easy for individuals and businesses to support local farmers and food producers while they do their gifting, so that money stays here, is reinvested here, because then everyone benefits. So if there's like one message, if there's only one message that I could, as a takeaway, it would be come out to the 300 block of North Queen Street this holiday season and support local. And if it's not on the 300 block, shop at Gardner, shop local, because most of that money stays here in our economy, which means that
100%.
Everything gets better when that happens. So
we have a sign out front of our store actually right now. We put it up every November as the holiday season amps up. Something to the effect of shop local because Amazon won't support your kid's baseball team.
That's right. That's well said. That's exactly right. Yeah. If we don't shop local, none of that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Everyone knows what happens. So yeah.
But so you started a business solving a local problem. Mm-hmm. You're connecting back your corporate giving back to Lancaster Farmland Trust. So that's the spirit of where you started still very much exists. Mm-hmm. But you also celebrated that spirit this weekend with a film festival and connecting those dots. Why don't you talk about that and the amazing weekend you had bringing this little short film, unveiling it and showing it to all of Lancaster and anybody else that might catch it.
Yeah. It was a really fun, exciting weekend. So let's go back. We launched our business in June of 2020. That's when we launched the fresh grocery business. And right when we launched the business, we formed a strategic partnership with Lancaster Farmland Trust because we deeply and profoundly believe in the work they're doing to preserve the farmland that we still have, because it's being developed at an alarming rate, to say the least. So for the last 3 years, we've been doing whatever we can to help raise money and awareness for farmland preservation. And we donate, Lancaster Gift Box donates 1% of sales annually to Lancaster Farmland Trust. And we'll come back. We'll talk about the extra give in a little while. If you guys want to, we can talk about that. But we'll 100%. Be hosting Lancaster Farmland Trust at our retail shop on November 17th on the extra give day. And I'll tell you more about that. But we work with this amazingly talented young local videographer. His name is Connor Redkay. And big shout out for Connor. He's done some great local work for other businesses. And Connor and I, we created a film. It runs about 6 minutes. It's called Paving Paradise, Quest to Preserve Lancaster's Farming Heritage. And yeah, it talks about the important work Lancaster Farmland Trust is doing to preserve farmland and agricultural heritage. It also discusses regenerative agriculture and the food insecurity problem here in central Pennsylvania. That's Alex Wenger. He was the star of the film festival. He was in 4 different films in the festival.
Way.
Yeah, they're like making a special Alex Wenger medal. So I'm just going to give Alex a quick shout out. Alex is the founder and director of the Fields Edge Research Farm. And not only does he grow a lot of the greens and beautiful produce that you see in a lot of the farm-to-table restaurants in Lancaster, but he's also doing extraordinary work to test crops that can thrive here amidst our changing global environment, and also the changing cultures of people who are here in Lancaster, because we're a welcoming city. So we are accepting refugees in extraordinary amounts. And when people land here, just because we give them a box of food that we know what to do with, I know personally, I've gotten CSA boxes where I don't know what stuff is. And unfortunately, a lot of the times, even with the best intentions, a lot of that food gets thrown away, you know?
Right.
So anyway, I don't want to get on a soapbox while I'm on this show.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, it's a really good point. You know, we've talked about food waste on the show. We had
Blessings of Hope.
Blessings of Hope on the show. And, you know, that crew there often highlights about how about 30 to 35% of all food is wasted. So we don't have a food problem as much as we have a management problem and a distribution problem,
education,
and a use problem and education problem. Yeah. As you just said, we can give a box of food to people, but if they don't know how to prepare it, it's not to their palate, it does create a problem. It's not that they don't want it. It's just, what do we do with this?
Yeah.
So you
sorry. So the film, right? The film.
Yeah. So the film is your kind of branded storytelling.
We entered the film. So very exciting. Right before we announced publicly that the film had been accepted into the Red Rose Film Festival, which is, I don't know if all the viewers know, but that is an amazing local Lancaster City-based film festival. It's an international film festival that was created to highlight the extraordinary work that's being created here in Lancaster and Central PA. But right before we announced publicly, we introduced Lancaster Gift Box Films. And this film was our first adventure into what's known as branded storytelling. So, our business is not mentioned in the film. We created the film, and we're shining a light on this very important and beautiful story. And the film was nominated for a Red Rose Award. It didn't win, but it was nominated, which is the whole thing was, I was just grateful, super excited, humbled by the whole experience. It was really fun.
Yeah, it's really
and
cool.
Meaningful.
So having gone through the making of the film process, being connected to Farmland Trust, being passionate about that, what is it from your view that's the biggest threat to our farmland? Why are farmers choosing to get out of the business, and what's taking it over?
Well, that's a huge question. That's a great question. I wish I had some of the people who joined me for the film festival panel. We had Jeb from Lancaster Farmland Trust, who does their conservation work, development. The demand for Lancaster is way beyond the supply, and it has been already for a long time. Yeah. Lancaster keeps getting the best press that you can get. You know, it's the best place to retire, and it's the best small city in America. Lidditz is the most charming small town, and the press is obviously everything is a little bit of everything. There's a lot of good stuff, but there's already a severe housing shortage and a housing crisis here. There's, for one, forget about affordable housing. There's not housing. So that demand is driving these developers to make astronomical, for what appears to these farmers as incredibly high offers for their land. And what a lot of the Plain community is doing is they're selling their farms here, and then they're moving to other Amish or Mennonite enclaves in other parts of the country, and they're just starting a farm there with this amazing resources. And we're seeing, so Lancaster County has some of the best soil in the whole world, not just the country, the whole world. Almost all of the soil is Class A and Class B soils, which you don't find basically anywhere. As we drive around Lancaster County, most of the corn and the soybeans we see is not being grown for human consumption. It's being grown for animal feed.
Yep.
That is non-irrigated fields. Those cornfields, they're not being watered. Those are growing by the great good fortune of being this non-irrigated, extraordinary soil. And it's being developed at an alarming rate. 1,200 acres every 12 months, right?
Wow. Okay.
And that's beginning to accelerate. And that's why we're accelerating our, push to create awareness that we need to protect, or else it's going to be gone in an instant, more quickly than we can imagine.
Yeah, and one of those ways to bring awareness out is with the Extra Give. So again, you've got your retail location you've had for a year now. Extra Give is November 17th, I think you said.
Yep.
Just to make sure we get the date right.
Correct.
Downtown Lancaster, all across the city.
Yep.
We always know Lancaster County and Lancastrians. Is that right? I was going to say Lancastrites, but it's not right. It's Lancastrians. Always turn out for Extra Give. What are you doing there to help further the Lancaster Farmland Trust's efforts in relation to Extra Give?
Thank you for setting that up for me so nicely. Just lobbing it up there for me. So we are hosting Lancaster Farmland Trust at our retail shop, which is located at 317 North Queen Street on the 300 block in Lancaster City. We're hosting them on Extra Give Day, which is November 17th from 5 to 7 p.m. We're going to do kind of like a happy hour. We're hoping to have Poor Man's Brewing Company visiting us as well, sampling they did a collaboration beer with Lancaster Farmland Trust. It's called Long Live Local. This is the second batch of beer. The first batch incorporated honey from one of Lancaster Farmland Trust preserved farms, which is so cool. And I think it's a surprise what the new flavor is. But anyway, there's so many good stories to share, and we don't have that much time. I don't know what. But we're hosting Lancaster Farmland Trust from 5 to 7 p.m. during that time on Extra Give Day, both online on the Extra Give website and in our shop. We are matching donations. Lancaster Gift Box is matching donations up to $5,000 that are made in those 2 hours online and in our shop.
That's great.
Fantastic.
And I'll just, on this same note, I'm just going to bring in something else that we did this year, and we're planning to do every year. We founded and co-hosted an event in July 28th and July 29th called the Giving Trail. The Giving Trail. This year it was the inaugural Giving Trail, right? Big picture, 10 significant local nonprofits participated. The main goal was to raise money and awareness for local food pantries and nonprofits. Primarily, so we did it. Okay, so let me just quickly tell you how it worked, right? So the Giving Trail component of it, it was all on the 300 block of North Queen Street. It involved 3 businesses: us, Lancaster Gift Box, the Commonweal, which is the nonprofit bike shop on our block, and then Decades, our beloved Decades, bowling alley, arcade, swanky bar. People had to visit all 3 locations, make a non-perishable food donation in each location, and then they were entered to win this very big swanky gift box with stuff from all 3 businesses. It was well over $500 value. People were very excited about that, which is great. The event was really fun. It was a Christmas in July themed event this past year. So anyway, Decades was doing really fun stuff around that. The food drive we did was in collaboration with CAP, with Community Action Partnership of Lancaster, and they distribute that to several different food hubs in the city area here. There were 3 main awareness points we were looking to raise with this event. One, demand for food assistance is at an all-time high in central Pennsylvania. It was in July. It is still now. But July is not a time of year when people normally think about these kind of things, food drives and donations and all that. Right. But it's a time of year when they need the help the most. So that was So from an awareness perspective, it was a major success. We created a lot of awareness. The second thing is that for local nonprofits, like nonprofits mostly work on a fiscal year that ends in June, and then their new fiscal starts in July. A lot of nonprofits won't get, so they're already at this point, their budgets are way stretched, but they won't get any influx of capital pretty much until they get all their holiday donations, which often don't come until the new year. So the second awareness point was, if you believe in the work that a nonprofit is doing, it's really important to support them through the year, not just at the end of the year. That was the second one. And then the third one, the reason the Giving Trail was a physical trail where people had to come out was in the spirit of getting foot traffic back down into Lancaster City, because it has not recovered from the pandemic. We lost a lot of business people who were working in the city are now telecommuting. Staggering amount from 2019 to 2020. And I think this number I got from the Lancaster County Planning Department. The amount of people, I could be wrong if I'm misquoting where I got the number, but it's pretty accurate. The amount of people, business people commuting into Lancaster City from 2019 to 2020 dropped roughly 70%.
Wow.
And so I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the city's very much closed on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's just a lot of those people who were down in the city working, going out for lunch, shopping is not there. So we want to find creative ways to get a new demographics of people into the city for fun and using different fun and creative ways to do it. Those were the three.
Love it.
But we're going to do this Giving Trail event. We're going to do it annually, and we're going to open it up to, we're not sure exactly how we're having conversations. We want to grow it. We want to grow it into a really significant giving event, because it's a perfect time of year for it to happen.
Yeah, keep in touch with us about when it's happening next year, because we'll definitely talk about it on the show leading up to.
Love that.
That's a great thing.
You guys could do a live, one of your live broadcasts from the shop.
Do a live broadcast from the Giving Trail.
Look, I'm calling you out it right here in our podcast.
There you go.
Well, we could go to Candy Factory, because Candy Factory is off of Queen Street, right?
We're on the same block.
Yeah. So
cool.
We could
we'll talk about it.
Dial in there and have Lancaster Connects remote.
Or you could do it. Or
our producer's Chris is like, oh no.
I'm also inviting you, if you guys did want to do a live podcast on Extra Give Day, you can post up at our shop as well if you wanted to do that. Just let you know.
That's cool.
Planting seeds, no pressure.
Yep. Love it.
Gabe,
so, there you go.
So I'd like to know a little bit more about what you offer at Lancaster Gift Box. I know you have a Lancaster themed gift box that you'd like to talk about. So let's talk about that, and how people can order. Of course, we're encouraging people to come to your retail shop downtown, but I'm sure there are other ways that somebody could purchase a gift box. So go ahead.
Thank you. You want to talk about our business? Okay.
Yeah, let's dig in.
So there are basically three parts of our business. We have our brick and mortar retail shop, right? So let's start there, which is located again at 317 North Queen Street. It's basically the finest what you'll find there is the finest selection of Pennsylvania-made artisanal food products and goods that you'll find anywhere. And what's fabulous about the shop is that people can come in. You can come in and you can curate your own gift boxes, right? So you can come in if you need to make a thank you gift or a holiday gift or a condolence gift or a whatever gift. Come in, shop this amazing selection. We're working now, our Lancaster Gift Box, we're working with over 100 small, independently owned Pennsylvania businesses. So everything we sell is Pennsylvania made. It's a huge part of what we're working on here. So the shop's great. Come in, you can curate a gift box, your own box. You can come in and just say, hey, you can look through our signature or pre-curated gift boxes like this that's on the screen here is our large Taste of Lancaster box. Our Taste of Lancaster boxes, we have a whole collection. They're our best-selling boxes. It's basically just a wonderful elevated mix of iconic sweet and savory, Lancaster flavors. So the shop's great. We also have our e-commerce store. So you can shop and ship Lancaster gift boxes around the country every day at lancastergiftbox.com. We are running right now on our e-commerce store. If you go, you can see the holiday pre-order there up in the top. It's before we're doing a holiday pre-order because last week when we opened up our holiday gift boxes, they sold out in 2 weeks. So we wanted to give our followers and our family and our friends and colleagues the opportunity to get some of these gift boxes before, because the thing is with us is that there's not an unlimited supply of things. We work with mostly everything we're selling is handmade in small batches, and there is just, there's definitely constraints in that way, and that's okay. That's, okay. So you can pre-order. We have a special pre-order, like we have these our holiday cheer pre-order boxes, and you can choose your ship date of either December 11th or December 18th. So you buy the box now. You get you can do a lot of your shopping in advance. You choose your ship date, whether you want it earlier in December, middle of December, phenomenal. I highly recommend that if you do want to buy our gift boxes online on our e-commerce store, because there really is a limited supply. So that's the e-commerce store. And then one of the specialties and focuses of our business is we specialize in bespoke corporate gifting, custom corporate gifting. We work with businesses who are either frustrated with inconsistent or generic gifts that lack impact, are struggling to stand out with important prospects or clients, or panic when they think about the last minute holiday gifting scramble. I can't tell you the misadventures in corporate gifting stories I've heard now over the last bunch of years. They're outrageous, some of them. So, but yes, we specialize in this very special custom corporate gifting. It started, so the idea for Lancaster Gift Box was born December 18th, 2020. Like I said, we launched earlier that year. We launched our fresh grocery business, then we started doing gift boxes. And on December 18th, 2020, a large, very well-loved local custom home construction company, home building company, reached out to us and needed several hundred gift boxes. Ooh. I think their vendor had fallen through pandemic-related stuff. And me and Diana, we looked at each other. We knew we'd pull it off, but we were like, oh, dang, But we did pull it off, and it was a great success. And so it started that way by doing large-scale corporate holiday gifting projects. But what it's evolved now into as well, we still do that. It's a huge part of the business. But we work with a lot of our corporate clients year-round, and we help them incorporate custom and timely gifting into their business development strategies, whether that's employee-facing, client-facing, or both. I can tell you more. We call that our turnkey appreciation program, our TAP program. It's basically a it's exactly what it sounds like. In our world right now, which is growing ever more loud with digital noise and distraction, there is something incredibly powerful about these boxes that we curate, the intention behind these gift boxes, why we're making them, the products that go into them, the stories and the lives, the families that are involved in all of this. I think I lost my thread there. Where was I going with that? Sorry, guys.
Well, I'll just kind of dovetail into the strategy, your TAP strategy. Yeah. You said about putting your logo on a Yeti at the top of the show. So we actually have custom drinkware. It's not Yeti brand, but very similar, quality, look, feel, function, keep your drink hot, keep your drink cold for a long time. So we actually put a benefit of our products, and we have these certain sleep systems called less snore, more cuddle sleep systems. And we put that on there, and it's cool colors. So it's not our logo per se.
That's much better. That's good.
Benefit of how you feel. Yeah. And we do that because it's something that carries over the excitement of the purchase. Because our problem is, you can go into your shop at 317 North Queen and munch on some great Lancaster County goodness and feel instant.
You guys are coming over. I'm having you over for a special party tasting.
Well, watch out.
No, you're going to love it. You're both going to love it. He probably eats more than
break your margins.
He's probably just blessed with a really amazing metabolism. This guy over here.
He is. But the point of what we do with that drinkware is you invest in a very nice sleep system with us, because of the quality of what it is. It's factory made. You can't get it to you the next day in your home. We want that excitement to continue. So we always want our guests to leave with something fun. carry over the excitement of their good decision. And I think you're dialed in with that tap strategy is tremendous. You're right. So much digital noise. And I really feel a lot of businesses forget the value of true a customer appreciation. It's obvious you care about your community. We spent the better part of our show talking about it, but I love how you're getting appreciation, which is also a good quality of a company to have. It's a good thematic thing for us to talk about here on Lancaster Connects is appreciating one another, appreciating your customers. So I love your TAP program. That's great. I love what you're doing with the Lancaster Gift Box.
Just back to what you were saying, there is something that is these boxes, they're small in size, but they're mighty, and they're producing extraordinary results for our corporate clients. And it goes back to that. It goes back to, in this world of ever louder, deafening digital noise and distraction, it's a force. It shows people that you took the time to curate something that's going to be really meaningful and personal and special for them. And it's just rare. It's rare these days. And the reason more businesses do it is because it's not easy, and it takes time, and it takes intention. But we're making it easy now. That's the whole point of our business, is to make this. So let me just round out the TAP program, because it's quite innovative and unique. So when we work with a corporate client year round, let's just say that we're helping them incorporate gifting into their client journey, right? So we look at the client journey together, and we identify touch points along the way. We're putting a personal and timely gift in your client, in their client's hand, will be impactful. Then, common applications that we see: prospect follow-up gift, right? So you have a great meeting with a large new potential prospect. You follow up with this box of local treats, a really meaningful note. So that's an application. New client welcome or new client onboarding. Do that we're sending those out all the time. Client appreciation, referral partners, strategic partners, life events, condolence gifts, babies, anniversaries, weddings, whatever it is, whatever the business wants to highlight. We identify those applications, and we create a specific gift box for each with whatever local treats they want at the right price point. The business can incorporate their own branded materials into the boxes. We can brand the box adorned with the client's logo. We then keep an inventory of all these items at our headquarters. So whenever they have a gifting need, we have everything ready to go to send out a custom gift for them. But what makes it truly powerful is we create a private password-protected shopping page on our website for our corporate clients. We basically build their own private shopping portal where just their custom boxes live. So now they don't need to call us or email us. They can log on just like they're shopping on Amazon, but they're shopping their custom Gardener's, client appreciation box. And
I think that was a hint.
Very much a hint.
and like that, even that extra level of personal. If the client has given us branded but blank note cards, as they're checking out, making their purchase through their portal, there's a message form where they can leave their card message, and we can handwrite the message as well.
Cool. Oh, very cool.
Which some people like to take advantage of. And in life, in anything we do, right? Something that feels really special isn't any one big thing. It's a lot of little things that were done with intention, with care, with kindness, and it all adds up, and it all creates these conditions come together, and that's why the business is succeeding. We're really starting to catch a stride with the business.
I love how easy you've made it for corporation or for these corporate gift boxes. I have two questions. What's the range in gifts that a company could give, from low to high and in between? What is that range?
Our gift boxes range from $50 to $300 plus, whatever.
Okay.
There's the sky is the limit. But because, again, back to our supply chain logistics, we're working directly with over 100 small businesses. Prices have gone up for everything. Sure. Everyone's feeling it. Anyway, so our Petite Taste of Lancaster, which is one of our best selling boxes, that starts at $50, and then it goes up from there. But
Cool.
we also do
So
these beautiful gift towers. He's just scrolling past it there. Sorry on this. He kind of scrolled away from it there. He had the gift tower, and we have these vintage style gift baskets as well, which are right next to it, which are gorgeous as well for larger gifts.
that's cool. That's cool.
I think what I like, obviously, you and Diana are people that look to give back and support the community that supports your business. But I don't want it to go missed. So I'll say it out loud. I like how your business, whether it's online or the store, is almost like the clearinghouse, the gathering place, the space for other smaller businesses to get their products up to a bigger exposed customer list and opportunity for success. I think that's really cool that you've built that in.
That's why we didn't build it in. That's why we're doing it.
Yeah.
Just so
yeah,
you know,
that's really.
But I
Yeah.
love that I appreciate you calling that out. This is why we're doing it.
Yeah, because you're giving some people that just have a talent and maybe a side hustle today turns into a business tomorrow.
This has happened several times now. We could actually do a follow-up episode. We've been the first wholesale account for several of our vendors, and they've now gone on.
Oh, good.
So I mean, that's the best, right?
That's great.
That's great.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So to wrap up our time here talking about Lancaster Gift Box, I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought. You're gonna. Oh, I got it back. You're gonna have an extremely just brain fart right there. You're gonna have an extremely busy.
It
right.
started. Yeah.
You're gonna have an extremely busy remainder of this year. You've got your event with.
Lancaster Farmland Trust on November 17th.
Thank you. Thank you. And you've got all the gift boxes you're doing for Christmas. What's down the road for Lancaster Gift Box in 2024?
It's a great question. Just two dates that I wanted to just mention. We are coming up on two hard deadlines. Our pre-order for individuals who want to pre-order gift boxes for the holidays, November 15th, that ends. So November 15th. And then for all potential prospect corporate clients out there, last day to place any large scale projects is also November 15th. After that, we won't be able to take on because the complexities of our supply chain stuff will get too crazy. So we're almost at the deadline, and so I just wanted to let that 2024. Yeah, exciting stuff's happening. That's a great question. We're gonna continue to grow the business, to grow all three parts of the business. Not only when I say, let's want to talk about our retail shop, it's not just the shop. It's the 300 block of North Queen Street, where we're really, working to help recreate a sense of collaboration and community. It was really hard during the pandemic, as you can imagine, for retailers. It was, extraordinarily difficult. So we are working to organize and to inspire people to come back downtown. So we're really invested in for me, I grew up in Queens in New York City. You couldn't even find the earth where I grew up. And I landed here at the beginning of the pandemic with Diana. And I fell in love with Lancaster. And sometimes, it's easy if you grow up here, you've been here your whole life, it's special, but it's easy. For anyone, it can be easy you're just a fish in water. It's really all you know. But for me to land here and to see how precious and rare it is, and then again, that ties back into, and to see it being developed at this alarming rate, it all ties back in together. So,
that's cool.
Last thing I just want to, this is the first point I made. I want to come back to it. This holiday season, be intentional with your money. Be intentional with your money. Go support local businesses that you believe in, that you support. Do not spend your money online, buying stuff from other countries, buying stuff on Amazon. Support local, because when we do, that money gets reinvested into our community, and everyone benefits when we do that. So that's the main 100%. Point. Be intentional with your money this holiday season, and come out to Lancaster Gift Box.
I love the spirit that you're looking to recapture. We'll wrap up on this, and then we got our little connection cocktail moment where you get to tell us a little bit more about you personally, if that's okay.
We have some questions.
But I love, but to wrap up our time, I love the spirit that you're looking to bring back. You know, I grew up little small farm town in Canada. I rode my bike uptown to grab the butcher order, to grab some hardware for my grandpa because he did some carpentry side hustle stuff before it was called a side hustle. You know, and my grandmother would call all the merchants just to make sure little Jeffy on his bike was safe. You know, and everybody knew everybody.
Relationships.
It was relationships, and I saw those people at church, and I kind of remembered them by face, and I knew what they did. And you know, maybe sending your kid to Queen Street on their bike isn't something you'll do today. But
you got to talk to one last shameless plug. Then you got to talk to Adriana, who's the director of the Commonweal on the 300 block of North Queen Street. They are working incredibly hard to increase the bike lanes that are being built in the city and doing everything possible to make it safer for bikers and pedestrians in our city. So sorry, back to your beautiful story of this child.
We would love an introduction there, and even the gentleman from the video. They would be two great people to talk to.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get them on the show. But to wrap up, you know, getting people together, families together to come downtown, enjoy this block here, this block there, grab lunch, grab dinner, you know, get a show at the Fulton, take in some music at some of the bars, whatever. I applaud the effort that you're looking to put together. So it's great. We'll transition into our last few questions for you. You grew up in New York City, in you said Brooklyn, right? Or the Bronx?
Queens. You were close.
You got most of them.
I was dancing around. Yeah. So what elements of the Big Apple would you like to bring to Lancaster County and Lancaster City?
No, I think I'm blown away with Lancaster City. It's got everything I loved about New York City. That's cool. And I mean, it's not missing anything. There's nothing that Lancaster doesn't have. And I'm just blown away by this city. And yes, Manhattan, you know, New York City, I'm willing to visit it every once in a while these days, but I'm very happy to stay here in Lancaster for the rest of my life.
Way to go, Lancaster.
Yeah, well, Lancaster's blessed to have you, you know, to have stolen you from New York City. Do you have a role model, somebody that you've looked up to your life or now in business?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I won't make it personal, but Patagonia. I mean, Patagonia has been my hero company for a long, long time. I grew up in Queens. Like you guys, I started college at an environmental school up in Syracuse, New York, at SUNY ESF, Environmental Science and Forestry. I didn't wind up completing school there. I left school to play in a band for a bunch of years. We could do a podcast episode about that. But what was I saying? Sorry. Help me bring
Patagonia's influence.
So I've been a huge fan of so many different things that they're doing, but they were the inspiration for the Paving Paradise film that we created, the branded storytelling.
Love it.
They've been doing that for years, and they've been doing it in such a beautiful, selfless way. And yeah, it's just amazing when your intention is pure and you want to give. I mean, you can't help but receive extraordinary things in return, you know? Mm-hmm. And you can see like they just gave away their business, similar to what Dale High and the High family did, in the same exact style of way. Patagonia donated their $4 billion business. The family owning family, they gave it away. They created, it didn't create it. There's a trust, a nonprofit trust that now fosters all of the profits that are created by the company to combat global climate change. They gave it all away.
Love it.
Diana, you know, she has to watch me, my wife and partner, because she turns her back. She knows I might try to give it all away too. But I don't know if I've onboarded her for that quite yet. But again, I also
now she knows.
I also just again want to say another local hero for me is Dale High. Yeah. I have a lot of local heroes, to be honest with you, but he's definitely at the top of the list. What they've done, they too, the High companies, they gave their ownership share to the High Foundation to steward it, to uplift and to reinvest and in these beautiful things happening here in Lancaster. And that extraordinary, I mean, that when I say I feel so blessed to have landed here, yeah, there's the country, there's the farmland, there's this new rural life. But the business community is extraordinary. And I've never seen anything like it anywhere else. I've worked in some other places. I mean, the amount of businesses supporting businesses, uplifting other businesses, the amount of collaboration between the for-profit and the for-purpose or the nonprofit is extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it. It's really special, really extraordinary. Nothing like it. Yeah.
Love it. Well, listen, we really appreciate your time here on the show today with us. Love all that you're doing with Lancaster Gift Box and how you're bringing it all together in all the ways that you do. So thank you so much for your time on the show today, Gabriel.
Guys, thank you so much for having me. I'm really honored and grateful to be here.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We'll circle back for some of those other connections there on your block. Get that on the show.
That. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Cool.
Yep.
See you,
All right, bye, guys.
Bye now. Yeah.
Bye.
Man, what a great thing they're doing there. Love it.
Love it.
Love all of it. I mean, when you talk about businesses that are doing it right, I think that's one of them doing it right.
Well, yeah, it's one thing to have a business, open your doors, turn on the open sign, turn it off at the end of the day, but that's not what Lancaster Gift Box is at all. Obviously, a retail store, you can go in and give them your business to give gifts to other people, but they're doing so much more. And it was a great conversation to learn all that they're doing there.
Really is. And, as Gabriel said, shop with intention. So if giving someone jewelry is on your shopping to-do list this year, we can think of no better person to do that with, business to do that with, than Vanscoy, Maurer Bash Diamond Jewelers. They're our sponsor for the month. They are adjacent to us right over there, my shoulder, at 830 Plaza Boulevard. That's the road that runs around the back of the mall. As it curves, Vanscoy's right there. You'll see them, and we're right beside them. But they have been just offering the local community fantastic jewelry for 55 years. And whether that's an engagement ring that's gorgeous, or a piece of jewelry that just kind of shines from across the room. If you're looking to celebrate a milestone anniversary, the holidays for me is always in that time frame. December 3rd is the first day my wife and I went on our first date. And so that's always in the holidays, right? And they're a family-owned business that's here to help you find that perfect gift. So they're fantastic folks. They're our November sponsor, and we are doing our contest with them. You go to lancasterconnects.com/contest, and you can enter to win a $200 pair of diamond earrings. Lots of time left to enter that. You can see right now the odds of winning are pretty good, but we're going to change that. We'll get that boosted out on social media, and you'll still have a chance to win. Just won't be as low as 1 and 2 as it is right now. But we will get that moving. But right now, go to lancasterconnects.com/contest to see our November sponsor, Vanscoy, Maurer Bash Diamond Jewelers, and enter to win. They're amazing. It's already changed. I love it, Betsy. Thank you. Betsy does great work at Acorn Acres. She helps all those little squirrels and groundhogs and whistle pigs, which are one and the same, which blew my mind. But go to lancasterconnects.com. Look, we tripled it just talking about it.
Boom.
It's amazing how it works.
And we should also mention, in terms of sponsors, if you're a business and you're watching and you would like to be a sponsor in 2024, reach out to Jeff or I.
Yep.
We'll talk about what that means and what it can benefit, how it can benefit your business or organization, and what we can do for you.
That's right. And if you have a business where you're doing great things, great connection to the community, and you're giving back, like a Gabriel and Diana at Lancaster Gift Box, reach out to us through the site. lancasterconnects.com/guest will be the place to go there, and we can get you on the show. My sleep better tip, I will tie in football in this fantastic way. So in your sleep routine, you should always have part of your routine be things that don't elevate your blood pressure. And so last night's Eagles win over the Cowboys, my blood pressure was up here.
We won't get into why, or
it was way up here. Even though we won, it was way up here. And I'm sure Cowboys fans' blood pressure was way up here.
Right.
And so it was probably one of the better Eagles-Cowboys games in a while. It was an awful game for the refs, I think, on both sides. But it was a win for my Eagles all the same, but a loss for my sleep routine. And so,
You didn't have a good wind down routine after the game.
No, I was just, anyway, we won and we're 8-1 and whatever. But if you want to win with your sleep routine, you want to win and wake up happy and develop better sleep habits, we'll get you a book full of them. GardnersMattressandMore.com/sleep-better. We'll mail you a free copy of that book, and you can put together great habits and wake up happy.
Testimonial time for Gardner's Mattress and More, the four walls within which we reside. Had a fun handwritten testimonial come in over the weekend. Not only do we have a front, we have a back. We got a whole book here.
You're not going to read it all, are you?
No. I wanted to call out a couple fun things on here. A lot of times people talk about, they had a good experience. They like Drew, Chad, Phil. They like the delivery crew. They might mention a couple things about the process. But this person brought their family in. And sometimes shopping with family can be challenging, especially young kids, right? So bed shopping was truly a memorable experience for our whole family. You were very kind in including our kids, giving them pillows and water and letting them try out beds too. So it sounded like they themselves tried out some beds. They had so much fun, but then to get water bottles, goodie bags, and discover the candy dispenser at the very end, it made it a memorable day, and we love our new Posh and Lavish mattress. So we're not a daycare. You can't just drop your kids off and run and expect them to be watched by us. But, feel comfortable bringing your kids in, and we will give them the same experience of shopping for a mattress as we're giving to you. And they'll have fun too. Like kids, you might not like mattress shopping, but kids think it's great. They get to lay around on beds, and now we don't jump on the bed.
Play with the remotes.
Yeah, but kids love a bed store. So, by all means, bring your kids in. Don't let them run free, but bring your kids in, and we'll take good care of them as well.
Give them a pocket full of candy without you knowing.
That's right. That kicks in right on the ride home.
That's right. All right. Well, that was a good show. Yeah. Gabriel, Lancaster Gift Box, thank you for being a part of the show. All the great work that they support at Lancaster Farmland Trust. Looks like the 300 block of North Queen is the place to be. And we'll see you next week on Lancaster Connects. Until the next connection, take care.